in world history. I'm also the International Culture Club moderator with Mr. Sauter and the Chinese Cultural Studies, and then also the Cultural Council. And I have one son. He's in 8th grade at Chaminade Middle School. And this is a lot different in how to teach. It's been very exhausting. I hope it's not as exhausting for you kids, though I do know that some kids have been trying to attend classes in the morning, so I commend you for that. I know trying to keep up is difficult. Just know that if you need any help, I know that Miss B as well as Mrs. Baum are there for you, but I'm also here, so I'm a resource. So if you need help with anything, please don't hesitate to email me, okay?
So after we heard what Mrs. Sauter introduced herself, you guys, you have any questions about like how to join clubs and stuff? Please ask. Or otherwise, I'm gonna call your name. So Cici, I know you have questions about clubs, please.
Yes, like for the cultural club, first I want to join the International Cultural Council, and then maybe for next year I want to set up a German cultural club because I really like Germany.
Oh, that's wonderful. So to start new clubs, it's not that difficult. You would just need to find a moderator, so a teacher who's willing to be your moderator. Mr. Sauter happens to be German, so that might be a help for you to find a moderator. And then you would just fill out the form with Mrs. Sprouse in the activities office. It's really not hard to start clubs. You just have to have a good mission statement as to why a new cultural club is needed on campus. And then to join the international club, all you have to do is send me an email and I'll put you onto our teams. Let's see, 3:30 in the afternoon is pretty early for you guys, but you can still be part of the team and kind of check out what we're doing. And then if you kids want to be a part of that club, we can always try to make a 5:30 or 6 o'clock meeting once a month so that you can also join us at that time.
So if it's 3:30 US time will be 6:30 for you guys. Shouldn't be that early because they have teacher office hour at 4 o'clock in the US Pacific time. So they have they just wake up an hour early. If they really want to join, I don't think it's that difficult.
Oh, okay. Either way, we're willing to be flexible too.
Cici had questions about how to join the choir, the audition, right? Cici, would you like to ask that?
No, I've already done the audition this morning, so it's okay.
How did that go?
Oh, good for you.
How did that go, Cici?
It was good, I think.
So Molly is trying to log in, so she will be with us in a minute. So others, any questions? Like Leo Che, Doris, Elaine, Janice, Jessie, Yo-Yo, anybody, Jenny Beck, Antonio, Rayling, please ask questions.
No?
Okay, Janice, go. I see you smiling. Hi, Molly. Molly just finished her beach ball volleyball. So
hi, Molly.
So today I invited Molly to share like her experience at Chaminade and how she joined like clubs, like drama, like how she played in like on varsity and like clubs and stuff. Because would you like to start, Molly, please?
Do I speak Chinese or do I speak English?
Since we have Mrs. Sauter here, please speak English. Sorry.
I'll speak Chinese. Actually, Mrs. Sauter's fluent. You didn't know, she's actually fluent.
Oh, really? Great.
You're muted.
I have been learning. I've been trying with Duolingo, but it's not easy. But I am trying.
Why don't you do bilingual, please?
Oh, but I think everyone understands English, so I could just do one, right?
No, we don't have much time left. Please, get started, please.
Okay. So so I came to Chaminade freshman year, and that's my I went to a international school before, but it's not like I didn't like study abroad, so it's kind of different. But I would say I do learn English pretty well, and I can speak it pretty well. But I was just afraid to speak it when I first came. So I came freshman year, and then I remember the first day I did not know anyone, and then if you guys know Brittany, and then also Miss Baum, the counselor at our counselor, and then we had orientation, we had a math test, and then so that's I knew like a couple of other exchange students, but I did not know anyone else. And then like this year is online, but before at our first year of orientation, I did not know a single person, and then like we went in the big rally, and then I was really scared, but then I talked to another girl, and then it was okay, and then that was the first day, and I was really scared at the beginning. And then after orientation, I think school starts, and then we go to classes every day, and then my host mom at the time would pick me up and my roommate, and then drop us off. And so at first my parents actually came. They came here with me, and then so I still they were still around here at that time, and then we hung out a little bit, and then they went home. And of course it's really hard for me at first because this is my first time away from home and then by myself, and then going to high school, living with someone else, living in a host family, and then like living with someone, even though they're really, really nice, but you don't know them. So it's different to live without your parents, and you have to figure everything out by yourself. I think it's a little hard at the beginning. So I'm totally understand if you feel the same way as I do, because well, right now you guys still live at home, but when you come, it's totally normal to feel lonely. And then it's okay to reach out to friends and tell them, and your teachers and your counselor, to tell them how you actually feel, and then they'll definitely be there to help you. And then you can we actually went out a lot to a really good Chinese restaurant around here, and then like we went out like as a whole freshman. We have 6 people at the time. We went out like a lot to that restaurant, and then I became friends with them, and then we became close. And I'm really glad that I get to meet them who has the same experience as I do, because we are all away from home, and then away from our parents. So when we're together, I think that's a really good company for you to have. And then I hope you guys will become close and become friends, and when you have the chance.
Sorry to jump in. When they got here, we're gonna get everybody together. We're gonna go get great food. Okay.
Yay!
So how did you? I know that you did not really play volleyball in the first year, but like
Yeah.
what changed your mind? And you also did a few plays at Chaminade. Like how did you balance your school and everything else?
So that's what I was just gonna jump in, because that's like my beginning of the year, and then I like me adjusting, and then and I used to play volleyball in elementary school, which is pretty competitive, but in middle school you have to prepare for the high school entrance exam, and then you can't really do anything. You just go to school every day and just study and do homework. So I did not play it at all. And then but so at the time nobody really told me you can try out. Try out is in summer. So I did not know that here sports a different season, because before you kind of just play all year round, and then we have different sports in different season. So you actually have to try out. You have to reach out to the coach by yourself. You have to know the tryout time, and then like that. Those are all the things that no one told me, and then I did not know. And then also it's kind of my fault because I didn't reach out. I didn't really think of that I'm going to play again. And then so I was talking to, by that time I kind of already talked to several people, like aside from the exchange student in my class. And then we were talking, and then they said, or the rally, yeah, I saw the volleyball team at the rally, and I asked people around me, say, how do you get on the team? And then they said the tryout is actually in summer, which I was in China still. So I did really miss the tryouts, and then they already formed the team. And then in here, it's not like you can join, because you actually receive PE credit if you play a sport for Chaminade. So that's the only reason I didn't really get to play, but I was able to practice with them because I joined halfway season. So it's not fair for the rest of the team to receive credit the same as I do, because I did only commit half of the practice and game time. So, but I did reach out to her coach. I emailed her like 3 times, and then she said, oh, I'm sorry, but we already have a full roster, so you can't practice with us. And then also you can't really receive PE credit, but I really do like volleyball, and that's something I would love to do even without receiving PE credit, just to keep playing, because aside from like school, that's the one thing that I'm really passionate about and I want to keep doing. So I said, it's okay, I can just practice without receiving PE credit, because I do think it's not fair for the rest of people. And then I actually get to know a lot of new friends from the volleyball team, which I think it helped me tremendously. And they really welcomed me, even though I did not know anyone. I'm not from a middle school. I'm even from a different country at the time, and I was really afraid to speak English. So it's totally normal when you're afraid to speak in front of others, because I was really worried that they're not going to understand me. But it's actually, they would definitely understand you. Like for every single one of you, I'm sure they will understand. You just have to speak up. When you have to open up yourself and then speak up your minds. And that's really important to make friends, and then to not just be by yourself and then be scared, because everyone is really nice. And then I'm sure if you open yourself up, and people will be like willing to be friends with you. And then that's really important. So that's how you make friends, and then get to know more people, and then adjust faster. So I think that's really important. And then I practiced with the volleyball team freshman year, and then I didn't really play game. I didn't receive PE credit, but I was totally fine with it. And then that's my freshman volleyball experience. And I joined a beach volleyball team freshman year. And I get to know a lot of my senior friends who just graduated this year. And I really love them a lot, because they were so nice to me. And then they actually helped me out a lot, like for classes, and then for different teachers, because they were a grade above me, so they already had all those classes and teachers, so they shared a lot of their stories with me, which is very helpful too. And so I think my suggestion is to really be involved. You don't have to pick a lot of things. You just need to choose like 1 or 2 that you're really passionate about. Don't stress yourself out with school. And then also like sports or like arts, like dance, choir, band, whatever you like, or robotics. We have all different activities on campus. So you can find the one that you really like, and then if you commit to it, and then you'll like know new friends, and then you'll be more happy on campus, I think. So you can definitely pick out one that you want, and then make sure you don't stress yourself out to commit to all different things and then do school at the same time. In sophomore year, I think one of the most challenging part is I joined Chaminade Players, which is the dramatic arts, so acting program. So we actually put on show fall and also spring. And then I auditioned for the fall show, and I actually got a part, and I was really excited because I was actually able to receive a part for my first show ever in my life. And then, but it was really hard because I was taking AP World History, the first AP class I've ever taken in my life. And that class was a little hard, and the workload is a lot, I would say, because we would rehearse 3 times a week, and then at the beginning of rehearsal, I actually also had volleyball season because it was in the fall. So I would sometimes go to volleyball first, and then go to rehearsal after. And then the week before we perform, we stay at school until like 9 or 10. It's called Hell Week because it's actually just hell. And then we would have dress rehearsal and everything. So aside from knowing a lot of people, I definitely was really stressed about doing the work from AP World History because US history is a little bit easier for me, I think, because world history you have to learn everything, and then you have more stuff to learn instead of like just US history. So that class is definitely, if you have the time to do the work and you love history, definitely take it. But if you don't really like history and you don't really have the time for it, because we would have chapter focus question, or what's the questions. So we have like a list of questions that you have to write a long paragraph and you have to read. And then we during class he wouldn't really just he would lecture, but it goes by really fast. So let's say if we have lecture for one class, you would probably have to finish a 4-5 hours work that you need to do, depends on how fast you read. And then you would also do must knows, which is like a little flashcards, and then you would write like 120, 130, 140 of them. I saw Mrs. Sauter stalking because everyone know it's like that much at the end of semester. And then you also have to memorize it. You have to match every one. So it's a lot of work, but if you like history, definitely take it, but it's just a lot of work. So it's a heads up. If you have fall sport, if you play, what's fall sport for? Yeah, tennis, volleyball, and then football. Yeah. What's another fall sport for guys? I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, I think, mainly those. And then, so, and also even spring, lacrosse, winter, basketball, soccer, whichever one you take, just make sure you are not stressing yourself out, and then you have time to do your homework and also play sports, or be involved in arts, and then in your activities. So that's the most challenge I met sophomore year. And after I was able to manage the workload and the practices, I think I'm more confident going into junior year. I took 3 APs first semester, which is AP Macro, AP US History, and AP Physics. So I personally really, I like physics because my dad is a physics teacher, so I do like physics.
Professor, teacher.
So I think
Famous.
that is not too hard for me because I'm actually interested in it. But there's also a lot of other choices: AP Bio, AP Environmental Science, and then you can take other science you can take, and whichever one for AP classes, I think you have to be interested in, you have to be willing to do the work. And so I think you can base on your interest to choose what AP classes you want to take. And there's AP Psych and AP Macroeconomics I also really do like, because I do like business and that area. And then AP US History, it's US History you have to take junior year, so you can either take regular US History or AP US History. I think US History, the workload is not bad, but you do have to do some work in order to get a good grade in his class and also pass the AP exam. So I really did enjoy my junior year because I think sophomore year and freshman year prepared me socially and academically. So I am able to have a social life and also maintain a good grade at school. And also when COVID hits, when we're not able to go to school anymore, I think I was able to give myself a daily schedule in order for me to finish every work I have to do. And then and then to maybe work out by myself, because before we weren't allowed to go out anywhere. I didn't go anywhere for 2 months, 3 months, and then so I did work out at home, and then I gave myself pretty schedule, so I'm not like depressed, and then I'm still doing stuff, and I'm not staying behind at school. So right now I'm really excited to apply for college, and I'm registered to take SAT, but SAT kept being canceled. So my next SAT is in September. So, and my college essay, I'm working on them, and it's due. My dreams was USC, so they don't have early decision or early action. So they're probably due like December and January. And then, but if you want to apply for early action, early decision, definitely be prepared for prepare during the summer, so you're not stressing out when school starts. And I think that's pretty it.
Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you for sharing. That's 20 minutes straight. That's a lot of preparation, I could imagine. Thank you so much. So we have 12 new students this year, and they're ranging from 9th grade to 11th grade. I'm sure they have questions, so please at least ask one question at least. So I'm just gonna call your name, and then you can start ask either Molly or Mrs. Sauter, okay? So let's start from, so I'm gonna just, according to the order on my screen. So Leo Ke, go ahead, ask one question. Either in Chinese, your English is really good, and asking English. If you don't want to, Chinese should be fine.
I think we should introduce ourselves and then introduce one thing about you.
Yeah, please introduce your name. So I will start. So I'm Joy. I'm your local coordinator, and I'm always online and watching you guys. Really watching you guys. Yeah. So if you guys ever need anything, you can always reach out to me. Yeah. Go ahead, really.
My name is Raylin Key, and my nickname is Leo, and I'm a freshman here. And I have a question. That is, how do I go into the robotics?
So, well, for robotics, you would contact the coach. So on the website, there's a faculty list, and they'll say robotics. And I'm not sure how we're doing the teams this year. And I'm local, and I don't know exactly what we're doing. But as soon as you contact the coach and let them know that you're interested, that helps. And you can usually join robotics. You can join anytime to be part of the builds, obviously. And like I said, I don't know how that's going to work this year. Just contact the coach. And if you can't find them, email me, and I will get that information and I will send it along to you.
Okay.
So Leo, I asked Colin, who is on robotics team. He said right now they don't have any meetings or anything because of the COVID. Usually they gather together, have meetings to prepare for a competition. So right now, nothing's active. But once I hear something, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure starting next year there will be more meetings and activities. But for now, there's nothing for robotics. Okay. So I will have Doris to ask a question because Doris has to go. Doris, please ask one question.
Actually, I don't have a real question about the academic parts, because last time we asked questions for Mrs. B. So I just.
Doris, can you at least introduce yourself, please? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Doris. So I'm a new transfer student to Chaminade. So because we have to do a test, I just wonder. So for Molly, so I just I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. You can go because the whole community has to do a COVID testing, so she really has to go. You can go, please. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. Leo, please ask one question and first introduce yourself in one sentence and ask a question really quickly.
Just in one sentence. Okay.
You can do it.
I'm Leo. I'm from Bishop and Wick High School, Cincinnati, Ohio, and I transferred from to Chaminade this year, and I'm a new junior. So my question is, hi Molly, how's your day?
Oh, it's good. I actually practiced driving on the freeway a little bit. I was freaking out because whenever I merge, I look and then like, you know, there's like cars coming and I can't really see. So like, it's scary.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get my driver's license soon.
How's your day?
Tired.
Okay,
I have a real question.
Oh, go
Do
ahead.
we need some like prerequisite for the robotics team? Like, do we need to have like fundamental knowledge? No. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, Leo Che, thank you so much, Leo. And Leo Che, please ask one question. Really quickly introduce yourself.
大家好，我叫车宇凡哦。这
English.
个不是说中文也行吗？
Okay, fine. But Mrs. Sauter is here, please. Your English is good.
Okay. All right, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Leo. Also Leo. So this third Leo here, and I'm from Beijing. And I have a question for Molly. 你遇到过之前听得懂中文的老师吗？就比如说你要
His question is, have you ever met a teacher who speaks good Chinese or knows some
没
Chinese?
有。
就比如说你想跟别的中国人一块用加密频道啊，这个
No, Chinese population at Chaminade only 3%. There are 1,600 students in high school, so you're very, very like a minority. Okay, so no Chinese, only me or mom. Okay, not even Brittany. That Brittany doesn't even speak Chinese. That's
你
your
可以
question.
教他。
Yeah, you should teach your teachers.
OK， 那就比如说你上课的说着说着的时候的英文说一很糙。
Usually you won't be in a class.
不要紧，
You won't be in a class.
他们听不懂。
听不懂是吧？听不懂就好。
Okay. I want to say, even though you have like around 40 to 45 Chinese students, right? You don't really. It's very unlikely you're gonna be in the same classroom with another Chinese. It's very likely you're gonna be the only Chinese in your class.
但
It's
是
pretty cool.
但是你就是9年级、10年级，你们必修的课是什么？就是必修文学课啊。我觉得就我们就有很多2、3个人在一起的，所以我觉得就肯定会有，就不用担心。
Okay.
就算没有也不要紧，因为他们很
We have limited time. I have to move on. Okay, Jessie, please introduce yourself and ask a question. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jesse. I'm a freshman, and I have my junior high school in China. And I want to ask them how to join the basketball team. Or I know that the basketball tryout will put off, so the season will also put off, or just like this year we don't have basketball season. And I also know that basketball is a winter sport, so as summer or spring we will have a training together or just training by ourselves.
I would contact Mr. Cantwell. He's the basketball coach, and I know that basketball got pushed to spring, so he'll probably have more information of how to either try out and maybe give you conditioning. But if you're interested, then at least if they're doing any kind of Zoom conditioning, you can be part of that. Okay, so that's Brian Cantwell.
Mrs. Sauter, can you put in the chat?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jessie. Jenny Back, please introduce yourself and ask one question.
My name is Jenny Beck, and I'm a freshman. And I play basketball too. I play for the Trues basketball. I study in U.S. for 1 year in Los Angeles. No, actually in Orange County. I finished my junior high in Orangewood Academy, and yeah, I play basketball too. I used to play for, when I'm in middle school, I play for the varsity team. In high school, I train with him. Yes, I train with them, sorry. And I play for the Choose basketball program, and we played against a lot of good players in class of 2024. And I really hope that I can make it to the tryout in the first year. And I know there's a lot of team, but I hope I can make it to the junior varsity first. And then let's see. Yeah, I know it's really hard to be in the freshman team. No, my bad. Varsity team.
So what's your question, Jenny Beck?
My question is who do we have? Like, do we have a lot of good players this year for basketball?
There's actually two actually, I think, who's already committed to, like, one is going to Arizona and the other one is going to, I don't know, but yeah. But you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll make it. You're good.
Thank you. I hope so.
I'm gonna invite Raymond. So Raymond plays in junior varsity. So he's gonna share more experience with you, okay? In the near future. So thank you so much. And Janice, please introduce yourself really quickly and ask one question.
My name is Janice Gao, and I just transferred from Taiwan to Minneapolis, and then transferred to Chaminade again. And I'm really into like science and biology. So like I want to ask a question about do students have does the school provide trips to like museum or like I don't know, maybe like shelters or labs that are more about the medical stuff?
Yeah, so for honors bio and AP biology, they bring in a lot of the tech from, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name. I'll think of it and I'll put it in the chat. So they do bring in that. We've been trying to do more field trips, especially for the medical field. And obviously we can't do anything right now, so they're trying to find workarounds and see if other places will do virtual tours, at least for, to kind of do that. Amgen, that's what it is. So you do a lot of Amgen labs to introduce you to all of that.
Oh, and also just stating that I'm also a junior. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Cece. Please introduce yourself really quickly and ask question.
I'm Cece and I'm a junior. And I have two questions. One is I want to join Chaminade studio for film and photography. So there's a prerequisite or something like that, or if they have meetings.
Is there a prerequisite to join a photography club, guys?
I don't think so. But I just put Miss Thumb, so K-Thumb at chaminade.org. She's the person that you want to contact for anything with film related.
Okay. And the same questions, bit of personal. Want to ask Mrs Sauter, do you speak German?
I do not. I was learning this summer along with Chinese. So Mr. Sauter speaks a little bit. My father-in-law is still fluent, so we're trying to get him to speak a lot to us. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Thank you so much. And Elaine, please quickly introduce yourself in one sentence and ask a question, please. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Elaine, and I'm a junior. I came to America this spring, and I transferred from Kansas City. And my question is, I took biology for 1 semester in my previous school. So do I need to continue taking it in my senior year?
That's a good question for the counselor. So ask Mrs. Baum that, because sometimes you do and sometimes you don't.
Right, Mrs. Baum will join us next week. So you will save the question for her, please. Okay, thank you. And Xavier, are you there? I can see your face.
Yeah, I'm here.
Please introduce yourself in one sentence, ask one question. Thank you. Either for Molly or Mrs. Sauter.
Right. What's up, guys? I'm Xavier. And I'm a sophomore. Oh, thank you. And I'm transferred from New York. And actually, I don't have a real question for because my problem's almost been solved. Yeah, so I'm here.
Okay.
Glad to see you guys.
That's good. Thank you. So, Yo-Yo, you're here in the U.S. Please quickly introduce yourself and ask one question.
Hi, my name is Yu, and I'm I'm a freshman. Yeah, I'm a freshman, and yeah, and I don't know. No, I don't have a question.
Okay, sure. Antonio, I cannot see you. Antonio. Hi, Antonio. Please quickly introduce yourself and ask one question.
My name is Antonio. I transferred from Torrance to here, and I'm a sophomore this year, and I have no question.
Okay, that's good. So we're only because it's their lunch break. So that's all for today. Anyone want to ask anything else? Please jump in right now. If not, then thank you. You have a question, Jenny back? Okay, go ahead. And then Leo.
So how many clubs you can take? Like, is there
There's
like 2 or 3?
As many as you want.
Yeah, no limit.
Nope.
Do you have to go to the clubs? Like, do you have to have a club?
To participate? Absolutely. Yeah. But that's why if you only pick 2 to 4, that way you have time to be able to go to all of the meetings.
So you have to be in one club.
No, you don't have to. Colleges like it that you're diverse, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, but if you pick that one and you're in it for 4 years, that's just as good as being in 10.
So what usually the kids, especially like freshmen, how many clubs they choose?
It kind of varies. Some kids are only 1. Some will be in too many. They want to just try everything.
Try everything, please.
I would say no more than 2 your freshman year.
More than 2, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Leo, Cho, go ahead. Your question.
Yeah, so Mrs. Sauter.
Yes.
I have a question. So since there's no concept of a stay class, there's no class, right?
Physical.
And physical class. So is there any like a field trip or go to another country or place, city? In club activity.
Oh, in the clubs, yes. In International Culture Club, we did do a field trip. Last year we went to the Huntington Library, which has a nice Chinese, and we went to, they have a lot of gardens, so we went to a couple of them. The French Club also takes a field trip included with the class, but most clubs don't unless they're service oriented. Environmental Eagles will try to do stuff. The High Sierra Club will go for a hike, but not a lot of them go. Usually it's a teacher who's going to take certain kids who are interested in like a spring trip or a summer trip to a different country. So we do have those, but it's usually not related to a club.
Okay, and Janice, go ahead, please.
Can I ask a question to Molly?
Of course.
So you're a senior right now, right? Because it's really important for us to, like, the juniors, or I don't know, and also the seniors, they also like spend a lot of time on SATs and stuff, like just for applying universities. And what's your experience on it, and how do you manage the time properly? Because you really don't have the time, and you also have to prepare for like essays for applying universities. So yeah, just want to know.
I think it's really hard right now because it's definitely a lot of like, it's SAT and like essays and then but I think if you start preparing right now, like for SAT, but also I did a little bit prepare for in junior year, and then you can do your essays in summer, but it's not a lot of essays. So for UCs, you only need to write 4 essays, and then for Common App, you write one essay, and then you write the supplemental for each school. So it's, if you do it like one by one, it's not a lot. So don't wait until December or November to do it. If you can like start a little bit, like do one essay, do the Common App essay like in summer, and then I think that's really like the plan, a schedule that's helpful. So, and then SAT, I think it just depends on you how much you want to practice every day, but I have been not really good at it, and then I sometimes don't do it, and my mom just gets mad at me. So
Everyone's the same. Are you working really hard? That's good. Okay,
yeah.
Jesse, you have a question? Go ahead.
Oh, the Mrs Sauter typed to email in chat. So I wonder, is the first email is for the basketball coach? Oh, okay. So it's a coach for the freshman team or other team.
Yeah, he is the head of the program, so he's the varsity coach.
Oh.
So you would contact him, and then he would get you the information or contact with the other coaches.
I have a last question.
Go ahead.
Sorry, for Molly.
Go ahead.
Do you know what is the average height of the varsity team?
Oh, average height. Good question.
I think it's probably 6'2".
Okay.
We have some really tall, but I think the average is 6'2", maybe 6'3".
You're 6 what? Like, what's your height?
Yeah, I'm 6'1", so it's okay. It's like average.
Yeah, you'll be good. And you still have time to grow.
Wait. I also have a question. So,
Go ahead.
what's the height for the point guard?
There's no height. If you can also play point guard if you're 6 foot. Like, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think height really matters. If you're good, you're good. So don't worry about it.
Planning the team, so
就是这个事儿是只要你活儿好，你就能你知道吗？你
Okay, guys, we're running out of time, but I wanted to ask Leo because he played in varsity. So would you like to continue at Chaminade for the basketball?
You're muted, I think.
You're muted. You're muted. You have to mute yourself. Unmute yourself, sorry.
So Ohio is not like a strong basketball state, so we have pretty loose tryout, but we still try out for a month. Like we do track twice a week, and we do like some basic fundamental
Will you continue for your senior year, or will you come here for spring?
I don't know. I'm
think about it.
I have 4 AP classes.
Yeah, maybe next year.
wait, you play for the varsity team of your previous school?
I play for GV and both varsity, but I just bench player for varsity. So
Oh, like William.
Okay, any more? Thank you so much. Any more questions? We're really running out of time. Otherwise, you guys have no time for lunch. Any more questions? I know Xavier also likes basketball, and Leo Cho likes basketball. Any girls play volleyball?
Wait, me as well.
Oh, you basketball too as well. So anybody plays volleyball?
不是你这篮球这个活儿，你要是加了这个队了之后，他这个你对他的热，
说中文呢 ？No Chinese。
你对他的热爱就会变质，你知道吧？这个还是
Okay. Next time next time when we don't have the Mrs Sauter, we can speak Chinese. Okay, be respectful. And so no more questions. Thank you so much, guys. You guys should go to have lunch, and we're gonna have a study hall in a bit. Please be on time. Thank you so much. Have a great evening for you guys. Bye.
Peace out. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.